shows are sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back and 60. Warriors 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The Raiders had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
79 Broncos! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jacobs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 2. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now Hall to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice block.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Okay.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
That's good for Las Vegas.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Okay, ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cowboys. 18 ready.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come back in. 60 Bobcats. Ready, go.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Powers through it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Raiders first down.
He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
All again on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the ready.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It certainly looks like they start some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
It sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Paul want to give up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. It'll be a gain of 5. Third and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side completes Isabella. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 42 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go now. Warriors 17. Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
18, pioneer.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
60 Vikings.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
They'll have to be careful how they handle this. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting well backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special, but to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points